they didn't even actually know that we could help with this. And then you go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we send them that YouTube link, and it helps them understand the value and the benefit of what you do. So they're more likely to show. I would also really start making sure that like those same videos that you're creating, that you're also putting them on organic methods as well, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, so that when people are searching, they're gonna find your content and your information there, because they're gonna be looking for you, trying to figure out information around it. So you'll get like this halo effect. And I would have stuff on there about, for you in particular, I would have things on there that talk about statistics or stats around kids that are bilingual and how much easier it's to learn language as a child than an adult, and how it helps them in the work environment, as well as like how it would help them in school as well. Whenever we see these kinds of numbers where like we're getting great lead flow, but we're not getting people to actually set an appointment or to show, there's a few things. I'm going to start at the top, and then I'm going to keep working my way deeper and deeper and deeper in the funnel. And it's going to be one of these things or a combo of things. More than likely, it's a combination, not just one. Okay. That's the hard part about marketing and sales funnels, is it's always figuring out which step to tweak next. So we'll start at the top of the funnel. So when we do the booth script, we always want to have an actual guest pass. The guest pass itself is going to have something on here that says 1 free introductory lesson. It's going to have who we are, and it's going to have some type of graphic to represent who we are. So for you and for you guys, I would really recommend that there's something there that has kids on it. It's got to look like it's school. I know it's a language academy, so it needs to feel like there's some sort of schooling or tutoring going on, but kids are really smiling, big smiles, that type of thing. For other people that are doing something that's more like when you see it, you know what it is, then I would recommend like make sure it looks and represents what you're doing in your school or academy. So if you're teaching music, have somebody with a guitar or drums, or you know, like people connect that that's music. If you're doing martial arts, like they need to be in uniform. If you're doing tennis, like a tennis racket and a kid, like whatever it is that you're doing has to be there, visible on the guest pass, so that, because what you're trying to do is you're going to be speaking to this person, but they're going to be using their eyes to look at this guest pass as you're speaking. So that's very important on there. 1 free introductory lesson, special offer, bullet points of why it's so important for you, like, or why it's so important for them. So like I would have stuff on there about, for you in particular, I would have things on there that talk about statistics or stats around kids that are bilingual, and how much easier it's to learn language as a child than an adult, and how it helps them in the work environment, as well as like how it would help them in school as well. So those would be some of the like little benefits that I would have on there. And then when you're using the booth script, literally making sure your entire team is saying this. So, hey, have you received one of these yet? You have the card in front of you. So we're actually hosting a free language immersion class designed to help your child develop confidence and learn in an immersive environment. How old is your child? Oh, he's 6. Great. What's his name? Johnny? Great. And what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. What's a good number to reach you at? Blah, blah, blah. Great. Well, one of our team members is going to actually reach out to schedule a time for that class. So we want this script to be really succinct. For you, I would really recommend, like, I would say a free focus class for martial arts. A lot of people like think martial arts is focus or something like that. What are we wanting to pull out? Like for me, when I'm thinking of where your area of expertise is, like I know that kids that are bilingual are more confident because they can understand more people, just period. Like they understand more people. Like if I'm in a room and I don't understand Spanish and someone else is speaking Spanish, I don't feel confident because I don't know what they're saying. So I would actually lean in and say, we're hosting a free confidence class. That could be one way that you could do it. We want to tie it back into a benefit. So we make sure everybody's following this script. And then the next thing is we want to make sure, okay, we're reaching out, we're trying to set the appointment, get them to set the appointment and follow up. So what we do now, you know, we usually reference whenever we're calling back, like, hey, we met you at this event. And that way there's some sort of connection to where they were met at. Work on actually setting that appointment. If you're at a slower event, then I would actually try to set the appointment right then and there at the event. Not everybody's going to take you up on it, but you say, we're actually hosting this class on Thursday at 6, or we have Friday at 7, or whatever, you know, times. I'm just making up time. And so I would actually do that to try and get them to set an appointment. So if you get them to set an appointment, let's just say that's working. Like you're getting your leads, you're getting them to set an appointment, but actually getting them to show is not working. Well, Well, if the getting them to show is not working, this probably has to do with the fact that, play on words here, they're not immersed into what you do at your school. Like your footprint in the community isn't big enough, so people don't know what you're doing. So that can be solved, and you may have already talked with the team about this or not, but if you have a series of videos that we can send out on your behalf after we've set an appointment or even leading up to the appointment, a selfie video, really great if you got that. Other things that cover objections or popular pain points. For example, you might say, you could even do something along the lines of the top 5 things maybe that people don't know about having their child in the language academy and learning Spanish at an early age. And so you're like, hey everybody, it's Karina. I'm over here at the Spanish Immersion Language Academy. I just wanted to share with you guys the top 5 questions that a lot of parents come to me and they didn't even actually know that we could help with this. And then you go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we send them that YouTube link, and it helps them understand the value and the benefit of what you do. So they're more likely to show. So that would be one. And we can do a couple of those, like we have a couple of different videos. I would also really start making sure that like those same videos that you're creating, that you're also putting them on organic methods as well, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, so that when people are searching, they're going to find your content and your information there, because they're going to be looking for you, trying to figure out information around it. So you'll get like this halo effect. Initially, those would be the things that I would say on the marketing side to actually get them through, to get them to show up to the appointment. That would be really, really important. I think that we need to start looking at the top of the funnel and making sure that people understand why you're getting their information, that they understand that what this is, it's very clear from the very beginning from what they're being told. And then we're warming them up so they actually are showing up to your appointment. Because all of the people that you're reaching out to, this is cold traffic. Like, these people have never heard of you before. They've never thought about having their child learn Spanish, and they also don't know the urgency. Most schools and academies, unless you're doing something that's like a private school, and even then, a private school is not mandatory. Like, we have public school, right? So like, you have to show them why it's so important. And that's going to be one of the things that will be your mission, is to dig beyond, oh, we teach Spanish.